What's up guys, it's Benjamin Turbo here back again with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Batman Comics Reading Order Part 2. This reading order is in chronological order and it starts from New 52 all the way to the most recent comics. Before getting into the video, please like and subscribe for more comic and manga related contents, and without further ado, let's get into this video. For those of you who want to start reading Batman from the New 52 era, you're gonna have to start with the Flashpoint event. Flashpoint was an event which rebooted DC Universe and affected all of DC's continuity forever. You can still see the remnants of this era in some of DC's recent stories. For example, Flashpoint Beyond, which is a pseudo sequel to this event. This event is absolutely amazing. First up, Penguin, Pain and Prejudice. So this is a Penguin prequel story to the New 52 iteration of Penguin, and it is a really good comic. I highly recommend it, and it must be read before starting the Batman comics. Next up, it's Batman and Robin. So this book is written by Peter J. Tomasi. It's a continuation of his run from pre-New 52, pre-Flashpoint era, and it is a really good book. Next up, it's Batman, The Court of Owls. So alongside reading Batman and Robin by Peter J. Tomasi, you should definitely check out Batman, The Court of Owls by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. This is the best story arc, best comic of the New 52 comics era, and you should definitely check it out. It really defines who Batman is, and Scott Snyder actually goes back to year one and does some shenanigans that are amazing. It adds a lot to the character of Batman and the whole characteristics of the Gotham that we know is changed in this comic. So you should definitely check this out. Next up, it's Talon. So I don't want to get it too much into this comic because it will spoil Batman: The Court of Owls. But essentially, this guy is an assassin, and he's been an assassin for centuries, and it is really connected to the story of Batman: The Court of Owls. It is written by Scott Snyder, so you should definitely check it out if you are reading Batman: The Court of Owls. Next up is Batman: The Last Night on Earth. So this is a DC Black Label book, and it is written by Scott Snyder. It's like a continuation of the New 52 iteration of Batman, and it's like a what if story that is like an ending to all of his story arcs, and it just ties up some of the loose ends of the stories. So you should definitely check this one out for that definitive ending to Scott Snyder's run. Next up, it's Batman, Detective Comics. As the title suggests, this one is more focused on the detective side of Batman. It is written by Tony S. Daniel, and it should be read alongside Batman: The Court of Owls. Next up, it's Batman: The Dark Knight by David Finch and Paul Jenkins. So yeah, this one is a really interesting one. The story is really good, the art is good, and it's just a continuation of Batman New 52. You should definitely check it out. It should be noted that this book must also be read alongside Batman: The Court of Owls and Batman Detective Comics, because they each essentially focus on a side of Batman's life. Yeah, it is a really weird approach to Batman, in my opinion, since they released several lines to focus on one character, and it is not just for Batman; it is also for Superman. They have several comics, and if you want to get the whole story and everything about their life, you should definitely read all of them. Next up is Batman Incorporated. It is written by Grant Morrison. I believe this is a continuation of the Batman Incorporated comics from pre-New 52, pre-Flashpoint era. So yeah, this should also be read because it's essentially adds a lot to the original run of Grant Morrison. Next up is Batman Eternal by Scott Snyder, James Tynion, and I believe this is sort of an anthology series, I believe, and it flashbacks to year one of Batman. So you should definitely check this one out. Next up, it's Arkham Manor. This is written by Jerry Duggan, and this takes place during the DC Now era, I believe, which is just a continuation of the New 52 era. If you want to continue reading Batman in New 52, you should definitely check this one out as well. Next up, it's VR Robin by Lee Bermejo, which is an amazing artist. I love his art. It's the most realistic art in the comics, I believe, in recent years. It focuses on a group of people, children, that uh, wear the mark of Robin and are wreaking havoc on Gotham. Next up, it's Robin, son of Batman. It continues Damian's story throughout New 52 era, and it focuses especially on him. It is written by Patrick Gleason, and if you love Damian, you should definitely check this out. And if you want to have a complete understanding of his character's arc during this era. Next up, we have Robin War. After we are Robin and Robin, there is the Robin War, which focuses on the war that Robin and the other Robins put up against the main enemies, the main antagonists of Batman the Court of Owls. So yeah, you should definitely check this one out. This is really interesting, and I highly recommend this one. As you can see, the owls and everything. It's just awesome. Next up, it's Batman and Robin Eternal. So yeah, this is again by James Tynion Ford and Scott Snyder. It is more of a Bat family story. It focuses a lot on them, and I believe you should definitely check it out. This is during the era that Dick Grayson became a spy. That is really interesting, and you should definitely check out Nightwing Comics during that era to understand this story completely. Next up, it's Batman, The Three Jokers. This is again a DC Black Label book, but it is, in my opinion, canon because of some stories that happened during Justice League in New 52 era. This is written by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, and this starts DC Rebirth's Batman. In this book, Batman finally finds out who Joker really is. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting book. This is an amazing book because of the art, and the story is also really good. So you should definitely check it out. I love this book very much. Next up, it's DC Universe Rebirth. So yeah, with this book, we finally enter the Rebirth era, and everything is changed forever. And I don't want to spoil this, but you should definitely check this one out before starting any of the DC Rebirth titles, because they are all interconnected in my opinion. You should definitely check this one out. And now we finally enter the DC Rebirth era with Batman Rebirth by Tom King, David Finch, and it is a really good story. Tom King knocks it out of the park with this one. Some may not like it, but I do actually enjoy this one, especially the new additions to Gotham, these new heroes, and the art is really gorgeous. Next up, it's Batman Catwoman. This is a continuation of Tom King's run, and in a way, it concludes it, and it is a non-canon to the main stories of Batman, but it is canon to Tom King's run, which is the DC Rebirth run of Batman. So you should definitely check this one out. And essentially, it gives us uh, a definitive ending to Batman and Catwoman. Next up, it's Batman Detective Comics. This one again is another DC Rebirth title of Batman. This is written by James Tynion IV, and it focuses on Bat Family as a whole instead of Batman as the main focus. But it also includes some stories with Batman, so you should definitely check this one out. Next up, it's Batman, the Night of the Monster Men, and again, it focuses on Batman as a character facing some monsters. This is written by Steve Orlando and Tom King, James Tynion IV, and Tim Seeley. The art of the comic is not that great, but the story is interesting. Next up, it's All Star Batman by Scott Snyder. So again, Scott Snyder returns and tells us some more good Batman stories. So you should definitely check this one out. Next up, we have Batman Detective Comics Mythology. This is written by Peter J. Tomasi and Doug Mahnke, and it continues Batman Detective Comics stories, and this time it focuses on Batman a lot more than the previous iteration of Detective Comics. Next up, it's Batman vs. Ra's al Ghul by Neal Adams, and Neal Adams returns to Batman after many years to tell one final story, and it is a really good story. You should definitely check it out. If you're a fan of Ra's al Ghul, you're gonna enjoy this one. Next up is Batman and the Outsiders. So again, this one is a Bat Family sort of Justice League sort of comics. You should definitely check it out. This is interesting. Next up, it's Batman by James Tynion IV. So yeah, this is the start of James Tynion IV's run on Batman, and some of the story arcs are good, some of them are repetitive, but overall, if you love Batman, you're gonna enjoy this one. So you should definitely check this one out. Next up, we have Batman Detective Comics. Again, this is Batman Detective stories, and the focus of this comic is Batman, so you can definitely enjoy this one if you're a fan of Batman. Next up, we have Batman Shadows of the Bat, The Tower, written by Mariko Tamaki, and it is really interesting. This cover is so realistic, I love it. It's so amazing. Next up, we have Batman Shadows of the Bat, House of Gotham. Again, this one is a continuation of that one, I believe, or maybe a prequel. Next up, we have Batman vs. Robin by Mark Waid. And again, this is sort of like a mini event, and it is really interesting the dynamic of Batman and his son, and the way that they're going at each other in this one, and just the sort of uh, ripples that happens through all of the Bat family, especially Alfred and other members of the Bat family. It is really interesting. Next up, we have Batman Urban Legends. This is an anthology series of Batman stories that take place during the DC, during the post DC Rebirth era. And different writers tell different stories in this one, so you should definitely check this one out. Next up, we have Batman Secret Files. This has several different writers, and it focuses on different Batman antagonists, and it tells different stories from their point of view and about their lives. So you should definitely check this out if you enjoy Batman villains. Next up, we have The Joker by James Tynion IV. This story focuses on the Joker after the events, I believe, from the Batman comics that was written by James Tynion. The events that was, I believe, Joker War. Yeah, after the events of the Joker War, the Joker is out, and it is like sort of an anti-heroic story of Joker. But I believe that if you like the Joker, read it, but it is not necessary. Next up, we have Robin, the Lazarus Tournament. again, this is a continuation of Robin's story after the events of Batman versus Robin. So yeah, if you want to know what happened to Robin, you should definitely read this one. Next up, we have Punchline. Punchline was a character that was introduced during the Joker War saga, and this is like her solo story, so you should definitely check this one out if you enjoyed her character. Next up, we have Batman Incorporated by Ed Brisson. And again, this one focuses on the Incorporated, which is the company that Batman created during Grant Morrison's run. So yeah, you should definitely check this one out. It's a continuation of those stories. Next up, we have Batman Superman World's Finest. This is written by Mark Waid, and it's a really good story. It's sort of a flashback story that takes place during the middle of the DC Rebirth era, I believe, before all of the other stories happened. And it's a really good comic, so you should definitely check this one out. Next up, we have Batman, The Brave and the Bold by Tom King. This is again another story by Tom King. This is really good. You should definitely read this one if you enjoyed Tom King's writing. Next up, we have Batman Detective Comics, Gotham Nocturne Overture by Ram V. So yeah, this one is a Batman Detective Comics story, and again, the focus is all on Batman detective stories. So if you love the detective aspect of Batman, Ram V is a great writer for those kind of stories. You should definitely check this one out. Next up, we have Batman Failsafe by Chip Zdarsky. So Chip Zdarsky has written a lot of good and great Daredevil comics, and I've read them. They are amazing. But his Batman is really controversial. It is not a good Batman story, not even a Batman story, I believe. I believe that he couldn't get to write what he wanted to write. You know, there is editorial and stuff. And so, if you are going to read this one, go in with the mindset that there are some good ideas and there are very, very bad ideas, so that you may enjoy, because you already expected what the product is, and maybe that way you don't feel like you wasted your time, your money, and your effort to read this comic. And now we enter the dawn of DC with Batman Catwoman, The Gotham War. This is written by Chip Zdarsky with Tini Howard, and it is a really, I believe, middle to the top story. It is better than the Batman by Chip Zdarsky stuff, so you should definitely check this one out if you want to start the dawn of DC. Next up, it's Batman and Robin, and this is the start of Batman and Robin's story during the dawn of DC. This is written by Joshua Williamson, and again, this is actually very better than those stuff that was by Chip Zdarsky. So you should definitely check this one out if you enjoy Batman and Robin and their relationship. And again, some of the very obscure villains appear in this one, and it makes for a great story. So you should definitely check this one out. So guys, we're at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more manga and comic related content. And please tell me down in the comments below what is your favorite Batman comics. I would love to know. And also recommend me some of the best comics and mangas to read, because I always enjoy your recommendations. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.